Hello guys, how are you doing? Are you safe at home? I really hope so. Kindly remember to sanitize, wash your hands regularly with water and soap so as to avoid the spread of this great problem or this great danger that is the coronavirus. I'm Teacher Dennis and here with you I have prepared something and I'm going to take you through social studies and we're going to look at something today. We'll talk about forestry, and under forestry, we are going to cover the problems facing forests in Kenya. Now, before we look at the problems, let me start by taking you back to class 4, 5, 6, and 7. Remember, this is a topic that has been covered, is covered from class 4 to class 8. Now, forestry. Forestry, we said, this is the process of planting and taking care of trees. That is what it means by forestry. When trees are being planted and well taken care of, that is what is referred to as forestry. Now, from forestry, we have a term which is a forest. What is a forest? Or what does it mean by a forest? Now, a forest is a vast piece of land having very many trees growing close together. Remember, a forest is a vast piece of land having very many trees growing close together. That is what a forest is. Remember, we said that these forests are categorized into two. Number one, we have natural forests, and number two, we have planted forests. Now, what are natural forests? These are forests that do grow on their own. Trees and vegetation found in these type of forests, you realize that they grow on their own without human beings being involved. But on the other hand, planted forests, now these are the forests which grow with the involvement of human beings. That means human beings take part in the cultivation of planted forest. That's why they are also referred to as artificial forests or cultivated forests. Now, without wasting time, we are going to go through the problems facing forests in Kenya. Problems facing forests in Kenya. I hope what I'm writing is clear, and kindly remember to have a pen and a book with you so as to note down some of these things which might be of great importance. Now, let's go through the problems facing forests in Kenya. We all know that forestry is the backbone to our economy as a country. Forests play a very great role to the economy of our country. But remember, we have some problems which are facing the forests in Kenya. Now, that is what we're going to go through. And we're going to start from the first one. Number one, invasion of forest land by human beings. Invasion of forest land by human beings. That is the first problem. And how does this become a problem to forests in Kenya? Now, this is how it happens. Now, you know that we have people who settle near forests. Now, what happens is that the population of the people settling near forests tends to grow. And the growth is rapid. Now, due to the rapid growth of the population of these people who are living near forests, you realize that they sometimes end up settling or trying to move into the forest land. Now, why do they move to the forest land? Because there is pressure on land. So, in order to settle the surplus population, they will have to move into the forest land. That means that some of the trees will have to be cleared. And that leads to the destruction of the forest. So, they settle there either to settle their surplus population or to acquire more land for cultivation. That is to keep on with their agricultural activities. Point number one. Number two, allocation of forest land to private developers. Allocation of forest land to private developers. This is is also a problem facing forests in Kenya, and you're going to look at it. Now, you realize that we have some private developers who are allocated forest land so that they can carry out that is development projects. Now, how does this take place? This takes place after the government now permits them to acquire that forest land, which is later on destroyed. That is after they have cleared the trees and they have started carrying out their development projects. You know that that one will become a very, very great problem to the forests in Kenya. Let us move on to another problem, that is number 3, which is pests and diseases. Pests and diseases. Now, before I go through this, you know that initially we had the invasion of locusts in our country, and you've seen how locusts can be deadly when it comes to the vegetation. Now, pests and diseases sometimes become a very big problem to forests. Sometimes you do have the outbreak of these pests and diseases, and you note that they end up destroying the vegetation in the forest and even the trees themselves. For example, when we go back to the 90s, we had the outbreak of the aphid bug. Now, you realize this aphid bug became a very, very big problem, whereby many cypress forests were destroyed. And as you can see, that led to the destruction of our forest. That means pests and diseases are deadly when it comes to forests in our country. They can easily destroy the forest. We have various diseases which also lead to the destruction of the vegetation in the forest, hence leading to a decline to the economy of our country. That is because forests have been actually being destroyed. Point number 4, we have wild animals. We have wild animals. How are wild animals a problem to the forest in our country? Now, this is it. We have animals such as the elephants. Now, elephants do feed on forest vegetation. Now, these elephants sometimes they tend to destroy the trees in the forest. Apart from that, you realize that there is a growth in the population of the wild animals in the forest. Now, what happens is that most of these animals they do feed on the vegetation in the forest. So, by that, you realize that the vegetation becomes extinct, whereby they feed on almost everything. That means the forest land will eventually become bare. That is because of the wild animals. They do destruct forests. Now, let us move on to another point. We also have forest fires. Forest fires is also a problem. Now remember, these forest fires can be caused either accidentally or they may occur deliberately. Now, we have some people who have a stand in the forest. Sometimes they might cause the fire accidentally. They may be without their intention. We also have poachers. They also sometimes cause forest fires. Now, you know that this fire might end up consuming the forest vegetation for days before it is put out. And you realize that at the end, the forest will be destroyed or will be distracted. Number 6 problem, we have illegal logging. Illegal logging. Now, when you speak of illegal logging, this means that the government has not legalized what is going on. Now, this happens sometimes with sawmillers. They do carry out illegal logging. Sometimes they do cut immature trees so as to acquire posts, and it actually leads to a great destruction of the forests in Kenya. Number 7, maybe a big one. Number 7, we have mismanagement. Mismanagement of forests. Forests are being mismanaged, whereby you know that many trees are being cut down, but there are no new trees being planted so as to replace the cut down trees. This one becomes a problem when you realize that eventually the forest ends up being distracted, whereby no trees are there at all or no vegetation is there at all. That is because of the mismanagement of forests. Then, lastly, we have overexploitation of forests. Overexploitation of forests, of exploitation of forests. Now, there is a great demand of timber, there is a great demand of charcoal, there is a great demand of firewood, or even there is a great demand of raw materials in the paper manufacturing industry. So you know that due to this, very many trees are being cut down. And without being replaced, you realize that these forests are eventually destroyed, whereby they become extinct or do not exist anymore. And due to that, you realize that this one becomes a very big problem to the forests in Kenya. Now, I think that is the end. Those are the problems facing forests in Kenya. Remember to note them down. I hope you have noted them down. But before we finish, let me give you work, and this is work to do. Number one, you will answer this question: what is afforestation? What is afforestation? Then, number two, you will write list down 2 examples of natural, list down 2 problems facing forests in your community. In your county. List down 2 problems facing forests in your county. So thank you very much. I want you to keep sanitizing.